Hi boys and girls. So for this video, what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to read with you. I feel like maybe it's a lot to ask you to read this whole article by yourself, so I'm going to read it with you. So what you're going to do is you're going to open up your Common Core book, which looks like this. You're familiar with it because we've used it all week. You're going to open up to page 18. And this is called independent practice because you're going to be doing it independently. The genre is a science article, so you can expect to learn lots of facts and lots of evidence details about something that happens to do with science. So in this case, it's an animal, natural science, teeny tiny tardigrades, and we're going to learn about what a tardigrade is. This article is by Mary Renee, and it's from publication called Highlights. This first paragraph, what I noticed is that it must be the introduction. This first paragraph doesn't have a subtitle like this one. It's going to introduce the topic. And then all the information after that will have subtitles like surviving everything, or if you turn the page, drying up. So let's start from the beginning. Put your finger on the page with me and track along and follow with me. What would you say if someone asked you to name Earth's toughest survivor? Camels can go a week without drinking. A cockroach can survive more radiation than a person. But there is a teeny tiny creature that can go without food or water for years. It is so small that it can be seen only under a microscope. Its real name is tardigrade. Most people call it a water bear. Interesting. So this whole story is going to be a science article all about tardigrades. It's going to give us facts and details about tardigrades or water bears. First subtitle, Surviving Everything. Follow along from the word water. Water bears look like soft, squishy bugs. People call them bears because they walk the way bears do. Most water bears are smaller than the period at the end of this sentence. Don't let their size fool you. They are found in places that would kill most living things. Now, as a good reader, I'm asking myself, what? What places would that be? Let's keep reading and see if we can find the details. Some water bears survive in the boiling water found in hot springs. Others live miles below the ocean's surface. They survive with tons of water pressing down on them. Not all water bears live in extreme places. They can be found in parks, forests, and gardens. They thrive in damp, woody areas where mosses and other plant life grow. Many feed by sucking juices out of plants. Others eat creatures that are smaller than they are. And it looks like we have another text feature of a photograph so you can get to know what a tardigrade looks like. Sometimes we joke and we say it looks like a baked potato. Turn the page. Next subtitle, Drying Up. From paragraph 5, first word is water. Read it with me. Water bears must have water to stay active. It helps them eat, move, and breathe. So what happens when the water around one of these tiny creatures dries up? First, it pulls in its 8 legs, and then it curls its body into a barrel shape called a ton. It loses 99% of its water, and then every single life function of the water bear stops. When conditions get better, the water bear stretches its tiny legs and starts moving and eating again. Water bears can survive the extreme cold and radiation of outer space. Scientists sent some water bears into space as part of an unmanned mission, and they came back fine. Not so long ago, most scientists believed that life did not exist beyond Earth. Now, many think it is possible. If water bears can survive a visit to outer space, who knows what other creatures might live there. And you can go ahead and check out this photograph, another text feature, and we'll read the little caption together. Thousands of water bears spent more than a week in space before they were returned to Earth. So this might be the spacecraft that they were sent on. Okay, so what you need to do now is we've read the article together. You're going to use evidence from this article to help you answer these questions. So we'll read the directions together. It says, think. Use what you learned from reading the selection to respond to these questions. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to read through the questions with you, and it will be your job to answer them using evidence from the article that we just read. So let's look at number 1. Which 2 questions can be answered by reading paragraph 2? 2. This needs 2 responses. Number 2. Why are tardigrades called water bears? Number 3. Read the sentence from paragraph 4. Not all water bears live in extreme places. Based on how it is used in the passage, what does the word extreme mean? Use key details from the text in your response. In this response, I would like complete sentences here. Turn the page. You're then going to do number 4. Based on the details in the passage, what 3 types of places is this sentence talking about? They are found in places that would kill most living things. Again, 3 answers. Next one, your last question that you'll be doing independently is number 5, and it says, this question has 2 parts. First, answer part A, and then answer part B. Part A. Read these sentences from paragraph 5. Water bears must have water to stay active. It helps them eat, move, and breathe. And the question is, which question can be answered after reading these sentences? So if you ask this question, or one of these questions, which one would have this as an answer? Okay, your last problem, it says part B. Which other sentence from the text also helps answer the question you chose in part A? So after you choose the appropriate question, which one of these also helps to answer that question? And then you're done. You do not need to do number 6. After you do these problems, I want you to keep in mind that we are going to be reviewing them together on Monday. So you don't have to take pictures or turn them in. I trust that they're done because I'll be able to see whether or not you've done this when we review it on Monday, okay? So we read it together. You can reread it as you go to find your answers. You're going to use details and evidence from the text to go ahead and answer questions 1 through 5, not 6, 1 through 5. And we'll review these together on Monday during class.